Hello. Thank you guys for coming to the AMA. Thank you guys for coming to the AMA. I see Farah. I see Dominique, Harvey, Braveheart, Stakepool. How are you guys all doing today? Familiar faces. As always, I've seen all of you here before, so I really appreciate it. So last week was pretty crazy. We got Coinbase. Past couple months have been pretty crazy, with ADA reaching $1, us getting listed on Coinbase shortly after, the merry hard fork. A lot has been happening the past few months, and it feels pretty damn good, I got to admit. And we've all been expecting this. We've all been expecting the past few months and really this year to be crazy, because 2021 is the year of Cardano, as I've said and as many have said before. And then following that, what do we have coming next? The Alonzo hard fork, right? So I titled this, "What's Next for ADA After Coinbase?" Because obviously, a lot of people that tune into this stuff are new to Cardano, and they're probably here for price. So that seems like a very good question that they may be asking themselves, essentially, like, what comes next? Because people that are just coming into the space are often like, okay, listing, or next big news to raise the price. So I wanted to really explain what the Alonzo hard fork is, explain why it's so important, while we're also excited for it, and then obviously do a Monday AMA. It's Monday. Fucking hype as always, man. Hype as always. But thank you guys so much for coming. If you can, please click that like button. It really does help me out with the algorithm. By clicking that like button, you do get these AMAs popping. It really does support the channel. It's very simple. Also, if you want to support my channel, the best way you can do so, and what allows me to do all this great stuff, is Bloompool. It's my stake pool. We have Bloom through Bloom 6. We have 1 million ADA pledge in each pool to protect the network from simple attacks. We're actually the 8th ever block minted by stake pools on the Cardano blockchain. So we've been here from the beginning, and we'll be here till your end, right? Because Cardano will outlive us all, and so will Bloom. And I'm damn excited for Bloom to be living on when I'm dead, right? So I hope you guys are too. But how are you guys all doing today, man? Rambo? Give me something in the chat. I want to see who's all here. How are you guys all doing? Delaney, good day. Good day, Delaney. I appreciate you coming by today. Akram, Burton Roberts, nice to see you again, man. You're always here. I appreciate it. Great day, Pay. Great time for all ADA holders, having a great time. It is a great time, man. I really think that we're going to look back at these days and remember them with kind of a mystical, a magical feeling in our tummies when we look back at them. I know it sounds stupid, man, but when you've been doing this stuff as long as I have, we had a lot of days where they weren't magical. There were nothing to look back to, so if we get the future that we're all hoping for, we get adoption, we actually do help people in Africa, and all these great things come that we're all wishing for. I think we're going to look back at these times in this community in a very magical light, so I'm really excited. But all right, you guys answered. What's up, Cappuccino? What's up, Tycho? What's up, Easter is Island or Easter Island Head. Okay. Akram, Zophos, Tech Savvy, Potlucker. I appreciate you guys all coming, man. Yo, Rand Corp, you're on time today. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys like the new set? You like the new set? I've been doing shit. I've been doing shit for the boys. So I got a little table back there with some good books, the Bloompool cup, candle, my little spray bottle for my plant. Got the pictures up. Shit's been happening. Been doing stuff. I also got this new microphone, but bad news. Look how cool this looks, though. I'm professional. We mean business now. We mean business, chat. We mean business. But I'm missing one piece. I'm missing the auxiliary converter for the last part. So it's very, very sad. Very sad. But thank you, man. Thank you. Blueberries for ADA. Dude, I love blueberries, especially wild blueberries. I just got a bag of wild blueberries yesterday. It's so hype. So hype. Crypto said, "What's up? I'm pumped. I'm pumped too, man. How are you doing?" Samus said, "Hello, Pay. Hope you're doing good, dude. I hope you're doing great, man." Braveheart Stakepool said, "Looking fresh. I appreciate it, man." Oh, dude, guess what was just delivered? The auxiliary converter. 5 minutes late. As always, man. Shure microphone. I did get a Shure microphone. Crypto, you're being nice, man. You seem to like your hair in my eyes. It's very kind of you, brother. My eyes actually change color all the time. You guys will probably see it one day, but sometimes this eye is green, sometimes this eye is blue, sometimes they go a little gray on me. My eyes are pretty interesting, especially when I'm in Florida. Dude, my eyes love Florida, man. Love it. Who is that behind you? Shit. You're doing great. I'm happy to hear it, man. I'm happy to hear it. So I will get to questions in a second. So I wanted to tell you guys, if you're new to Cardano, if you're new to ADA, also, I got so much to say now. Got so much to say. So if you're looking to run your own stake pool, you know, but you don't have the technical experience and you want someone with the technical experience to run your stake pool for you, all you have to do is go to spaas.info, and you can get more information on running your stake pool without having the technical side. So yeah, that's my company. I'll run your stake pool for you. Also, if you guys are looking for marketing consultations, stake pool consultations, feel free to email me at peyton@bloompool.io. There's that truck outside. It's distracting me. My ADHD brain. Anthony, happy Monday, man. Thanks for coming by. Okay, Bloom tokens. I know you guys love these damn Bloom tokens. So how do you get your hands on some wonderful, wonderful Bloom tokens? Not too many have them. I want to say there's probably about 12 to 15 people that have Bloom tokens. So I'm going to show you guys right now how you can get your hands on some Bloom tokens. Very simple. The first thing you do is you join the Discord server using that link down below. After you click that damn like button, there are 30 people here or 110 people here and 30 likes. What the hell is going on? I get up, I put these nice paintings up for you. I put my tree on a table and you guys give me 30 likes. What the fuck, man? So what you do for Bloom tokens, just kidding. So what you do for Bloom tokens is you join the Discord server from that link down below, and then you come here, you go to Bloom tokens, and you click this little react button. I reacted too. I'm trying to get my own hands on some Bloom tokens. So you just click this little confetti symbol, and then the winners are selected tomorrow. And if you do win, which there's a high likelihood, it's 5 winners. You will be sent. You just send me your address tomorrow, and I'll get those to you within 7 days. So, hell yeah. Lunar said, "What's up, mother effers? What's up, brother? What is up? Huge correction incoming. Hodl. Good, man. Could happen. Who's saying what's up, man? Akram? Zophos smashed it already. So Zaphros is one of the OG 30 boys. 30 boys in the 30 house. Like for the tree. Hell yeah. I appreciate it. Rambo said, "I feel like you are all bots. Am I the only one who's real here?" You sound like you're on drugs, Rambo. Am I the only one who's real? That's funny, man. Okay, so the Alonzo hard fork, the title of this video, the AMA, the content, the juicy part before we get to your questions, the most important part. So the Alonzo hard fork, what is it? It's very, very important. So people that have been here in the past, you've heard of it before. It's Goguen. Goguen is the meaty part of Cardano. We had Shelly. Shelly was proof of stake. Following that is Goguen, and Goggen's being rolled out in 3 phases. These phases are all building off of each other. The first phase is obviously metadata, and metadata actually allows you to store data inside of transactions. And that's good for voting, right? There's a lot of utility for there, but the main one's voting. The second one is the Merry Hard Fork. Obviously, that's multi-assets. That's Bloom tokens. It's your ability to actually have different tokens inside your ADA and your Royal Wallet. And Alonzo, the big one. Alonzo actually allows smart contract support. It's the use and utility of the Cardano blockchain. I'm so excited for it because this is when we're going to start seeing all of these great projects start building on top of Cardano, right? They're going to be able to use Plutus, Cardano's smart contract language, which is essentially a specialized version of Haskell. Very excited for more information on that and that to be released and people to start being able to develop. And also with something called the EVM testnet, you can actually develop smart contracts with Cardano using Solidity, Ethereum's language. So not only does Cardano have the ability to use Plutus, the specialized version for writing these smart contracts made specifically for Cardano using a formal language, you also have the EVM testnet, which right now is just Solidity, which is the language, like I said earlier, for Ethereum. But eventually this EVM testnet is going to allow multiple languages, right? So not just Plutus, not just Solidity. Eventually all of the languages there are for writing smart contracts. So C++, JavaScript, Node.js, essentially all the languages that most developers use. And it's for one reason, right? It's so all developers can build on Cardano so we can have the best in class smart contracts. I'll read some questions and then I'll say a little bit more. Becker said, the F is Bloom. I'm so old. Bloom is my stake pool. We actually minted the 8th ever block on top of Cardano. That's just a stake pool, man. It's my stake pool. But hello, Jonas. Donald, why didn't you listen? I told you about ADA at 3 cents and now it's $1.20. You messed up once again. You messed up once again, man. Farrah said, who is in the Discord picture with the red hair? That's Ellie from The Last of Us, my favorite game of all time. I used to be a hardcore gamer in my past life before crypto sucked me in. I saw this meme on Twitter. I want to show you guys this. You guys might relate with this a lot. But Cardano, you know, it eats our lives, so I don't play video games anymore. And I often get questions. They're like, why do you have this 14-year-old girl as your profile picture? Well, I set that profile picture when I was 14 and had a crush on her, but now I'm older, so now I just love the game, you know, so. I can't find this meme. It was essentially the meme of, like, you ever see the white teddy bear where it, like, consumes the person? It was like Cardano, and then the person was me, and it just... Good question, though, Farrah. Roswell said, watch Charles Hoskinson at his house, in his office. He takes the mask everywhere and has weird art. He does. He does do that. Grolo said, I made it. Hell yeah, man. You made it to one live. Hey, Bob from NSB. Pop Plucker said, this is a great, great question. I appreciate it, man. Also, there's 174 people here. One important thing for the future of Cardano is you click that damn like button. It's very simple. One little tap, and you save the future, man. You save the future. I'm going to start making like button memes. So bin challenge voting. This is a good question, Pop Plucker. I really appreciate it. Have a balance of voting power. None of my votes have been posted to the blockchain. Am I missing something in the process? So there is actually an issue with the Yoroi specifically. So if you use Yoroi to register to vote, there was an issue, right? So that's why you're not seeing those pop up. There is another date for registration. Let me see if I can find that for you. You know, that is my job. So let me find that for you. Got to get you that registration date because I also registered with Yoroi. The video I made on how to register was with Yoroi. And of course, Yoroi is what has the issue, right? So let me figure out this. I have mentioned it before in the past, but this is very, very important information. Okay. I keep seeing a bunch of, we're happy to tell you. This is not happy news. This is bad news. I'm waiting until we get to the, dear community members, the worst has happened. You know? Okay, we're very sorry. I found it. Okay, so 1,800 Yoroi users have been unable to cast their votes due to an integration. Yoroi users will simply need to open up the app again after. Wait, do we have to register again? Okay, we shall use a special voting round for all Yoroi users at the end of this month from 19 UTC 26th to March. So we're good. You'll be able to vote starting on the 26th of March. You'll have 3 days. 3 days, that's it. Very important. You don't miss that date, 3 days. So the 26th of March to the 29th of March, and that is 19 UTC to 19 UTC on the closing. So happy I found that for you, man. Great, great question. Keep the good questions coming, and we'll have a damn good AMA. You guys keep retracting your messages, man. Jonah says, hey, Pay, how about that rant from Charles on ETH today? He's been ranting lately, man. I liked it. What'd you guys think? Yeah, I've been seeing it on Twitter a lot lately. You know, oh, Cardano's a ghost chain. Wah. People saying, well, what projects? Wah. You guys got, so if you look at this from like a content creator's perspective or a marketing perspective, or just from a perspective of you actually care about your Twitter account, like you want to grow your Twitter account, which to me is pretty weird. That's a pretty weird thing to want to do, unless you're trying to grow a business, right? I couldn't imagine having like a Twitter account for my person and being like, oh, Peyton, I'm trying to be a bigger Peyton on Twitter. Yeah, that's weird to me, but I do run the Big Pay account, which was initially started for this Cardano YouTube channel, right? Just to advertise my videos, etc. So what I've learned is if you say something derogatory, not derogatory, but inflammatory, right? You're going to get a lot more interactions, and all of the ETH people are going to like that, and they're going to share it. So if they just type out, Cardano's a ghost chain, I'm real smart, I'm being real creative, I haven't heard that for the past 3 years, then they're going to get a bunch of likes, they're going to get a bunch of retweets, and they're going to have a bunch of people down below being like, no, Cardano's actually the best chain. We have all of these great things, when in reality it's kind of just useless. Cardano doesn't have to have these random people on Twitter think that it's not a ghost chain for it to be the shit and for it to change the lives of many, right? So it'll happen. I get it. But at the same time, man, it's Twitter. Who cares? Who cares? People are going to bitch on Twitter. If I cared about every person that complained to me on Twitter about what I do or what I say, I would live a very miserable life, And it's, Cardano is my baby. So if I cared about everything that everyone said on Twitter about Cardano, then I would be oh, dude, I forgot to turn the light. Sorry about that. I know you guys were very, very worried about the light not being on. But if I was worried about everything that I read on Twitter about Cardano, I'd probably hate myself. But it is, dude, we're coming. And honestly, you know how cool it's going to be to take all these dumb people by surprise. They're like, Cardano's a ghost chain. And then we have decentralized AI being built on the platform. Maybe it's better that way. Potlucker said, I use Daedalus to register. That's hard, man. I would honestly contact IOHK support then. Why are we correcting so much? Rob, we're at $1.20, man. I think we're looking good. I would expand your horizon a little bit if you think that we're correcting too much. We can vote just with one wallet. You can vote with just one wallet. Yes. Do you think Goguen will launch this year? I do. The Alonzo hard fork. I think we're actually going to get a date for the Alonzo hard fork on the Cardano 360 event, which is on Thursday. So very important. Very important. I say that a lot. It probably takes all the importance away how often I say very important. But this Thursday, there is the Cardano 360 event. And it's been a while. And remember how last stream I told you guys I want to do more live streams. I love them. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a watch party. And it's going to be the Alonzo hard fork watch party. Hell yeah. The March edition. And this is 7:30 p.m. EET, right? I'm going to post the link in chat. And you guys don't need the link. You're going to come watch it with me. But it's 2 days and 22 hours away. So what does that mean? That means it's really going to be about 1 p.m. EST. Let me do some quick math here. 7:30 EET to EST. Because I got to give you guys the right time. Because what I do is I come 20 minutes early. Okay, so it's going to be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What a watch party is essentially I come on early, so I'll come on at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll talk about everything we're excited for. We'll have a hype sesh, Alonzo, it's coming. Use and utility to Cardano. We'll do a little AMA for 30 minutes. Following that, we do a watch party. And what that means is I answer your guys' technical questions in the chat. Because sometimes they go pretty deep with this stuff. These are pretty long. You get these people that haven't left their room from COVID in 9 months telling you about calculus. Well, that's what you have me for. I will explain this stuff to you. So if you guys want to tune in and have some fun, get hyped for the Alonzo hard fork, then come in at 1 p.m. on Thursday. It's going to be a fun time. I always love the watch parties. It's been a couple months since we've done one, so we'll do that on that date. So, hell yeah. Life's good. A $50 super chat from Lucas. Thanks, man. Too kind. Too kind. It'd be pretty fun to just fly a firework like that. I gotta be real, man. But thank you so much, man. You know, that's kind. You know, it's not often you give $50 to people, so at least too kind. I just purchased $400 for the first time on Coinbase. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's that Coinbase adoption. I'm happy to have you, man. The Cardano community is happy to have you. The next step, Taylor, is to stake it. You actually earn about 5.25% a year from using your ADA and staking it to a stake pool. So that means you're paid ADA every 5 days. It takes about 20 days to receive your first rewards. So what I would do if I were you is I'd withdraw that into your ROI. And then once it's in your ROI, you want to go to the delegation center and you want to choose a stake pool. I operate Bloom. You want to stake to a stake pool. And then following that, about 20 days later, you'll start earning rewards every 5 days for the ADA that you have. And then when you add any more ADA in there, pretty awesome, it stakes already, so you'll keep earning rewards. That's Shelly. I love Shelly. ETH will be great till summer. I don't know. It doesn't seem pretty great right now. Okay, so I'll talk shit about ETH fees, right? Ethereum is a good thing. It has been a net good thing. They've done a lot. Ethereum was essentially Cardano's testing bed. So I'm not talking shit in the sense of like, oh, ETH sucks. No, I'm not at all. But at the same time, I wouldn't say ETH's good right now. You know, I'm definitely a crypto guy. You know, I don't have an inordinate amount of money. And trying to use Ethereum is like shooting myself in the foot. I'm like, oh, so every time I want to send ETH to somebody. So what I do is I actually set up wallets for people. I've done this for the past year. Is if my friend asks me about ADA, what I do is I set up a Yoroi wallet, I delegate it to a pool, and I send them $10. And those $10 are worth like 120 now. But I couldn't do that if every single time I did that, it cost me $50. It cost me a filet mignon to introduce someone to Cardano. You know, it's a joke, man. So I don't think it's going to be good till summer. It's going to be shitty until we fucking, you know, come out with some lower fees, man, some utility. But there's a lot more people here, so you know what I have to say. There's 266 people here, and there's only 102 likes. If you guys want to support this channel, all you got to do is click that like button. It gets the live stream popping. A lot of good questions start coming in, so just click it for your boy. I'd appreciate it. Like I said earlier, I got you guys a damn table for the plant. I've been decorating, you know. I just need to click that like button, man. Please, just a little like button for the algorithm. ADA at $25, I'll get an ADA Lambo. I don't like Lambos, man. That says 1:30 a.m. I know it does, but I didn't specify. And I'm going to go ahead and assume it means p.m. because if not, we're sleeping. We're sleeping. I wake up at 1 a.m. for my Cardano live streams. It'd be pretty funny. I would do it. I would. Like if that's when you guys were all online, you know, if the majority of you guys were online at 1 a.m., I'd just be a nocturnal boy. Dim says, Yoroi or Daedalus? I like Yoroi, man. I like Yoroi. Rob said, I am. I hate ETH, but without ETH, we'd have no Cardano. Exactly, man. Exactly. Stefan says, too big to fail. Do you mean ETH? I disagree with that, man. I disagree with that. Look at the tech companies in 2000. I'm thirsty. I'm drinking caffeine again, boys. My tolerance breaks over. Can you tell? I'm lively, happy, caffeinated. Andy Matter said, Yoroi needs native assets to mobile ASAP. I agree, man. Boom says, hey, Pay, will staking ever end? It won't. Staking never ends. It's forever. Gurf said, what is Marlowe? Great question. So I mentioned this a little bit earlier. One of the main languages that people are going to be using to write smart contracts on top of Cardano is Plutus. And Marlowe essentially uses Plutus in the back end, but it allows people that don't really have the technical experience or knowledge to write smart contracts using Plutus. But it's with like puzzle pieces, you know, so you'll get on a website. It's just a nice GUI. You'll get on this website and there'll be little puzzle pieces and it'll be like, variables, and you connect the puzzle pieces together. So essentially what it is it's another way to allow more people to write smart contracts on top of Cardano. And it's really centered around finance focused people that don't have any developing experience. It's just easier, it's easier for people. Max said, hey man, I got myself a ledger and I have multiple assets. Do you recommend a software wallet in addition? No. If you have a hardware wallet, man, there's no reason to use anything else, I think. Motherfutter said, Pay, do you ever think about your robbing experience being repeated by the same guy? Yeah, he actually just got out. I hope he doesn't watch this shit. He very well could. But he just recently got out, and because it was a trauma in my head, we're getting serious talk now, that it'll still, show itself in weird ways. I was coming home last night and I got dropped off. And this guy pulled up, I was getting dropped off, and this guy pulled up behind our car very close to a point where we couldn't escape. And because that happened to me, immediately my brain's like, who is this guy? Is he, you know what I mean? Is it this guy? You know what I mean? Like, and that's that trauma that happened to me in my past, coming out years later, so definitely, man, I definitely am still worried about that. Harvey said, you spilled on yourself, brother. You guys, dude, I got my Hydro Flask back. You guys are going to see me spill this all the time. Dude, this nozzle is like the size of my hand. It's 64 ounces, but I got to stay hydrated. So when I drink, it's going to be like every time. I don't think they sell smaller nozzles for the Hydro Flask this big. What staking would you recommend, and what are the pros and cons of each? I recommend Yoroi because it's light. It's also a mobile app. The cons of Yoroi, it's not a full node, so sometimes their servers will go down, but very, very few and far between. I've only seen that a couple times. Whereas Daedalus, you have to actually download. You have to download the whole blockchain. You know what I mean? US Ralph says, Pay, you are already rich. We all know that. You don't need our like, but still gave you one. Dude, I'm not asking for likes for the money, and I'm not already rich, man. You guys can think whatever you want about me, but I'm not rich, brother. I'm not. And I will still continue to ask for like buttons, but I appreciate you giving me one, man. How about a flying car fueled by hydrogen? I would love to do that. What do you think about Chili? What's Chili? Is that a cryptocurrency? Is that another cryptocurrency that's named after a food? Eggplant said, really enjoyed your interview with Ben Gortzel last month. Thanks so much, man. I really enjoyed that too. I was high on life for a week after that. It was pretty awesome. Such a cool dude, man. Such a great conversation. And it turned out much better than I was expecting too. So it was just like, because it's like, I don't know, it was kind of magical for me a little bit, because it's like I've always loved Singularity Net, and then them porting over to Cardano and them doing the treasury system and them doing all this. It's like, it's so cool for me as a Cardano YouTuber to actually have a reason, to talk about AGI and have a reason to speak to Ben Gortzel, and it be coming to the thing that I'm so passionate about, which is Cardano, and then like for me to actually be able to get him on like a week after he announced that he was coming to Cardano, it was pretty special, man. It was cool. Ram said, when do you think we'll start to see multi-asset stake for delegators to earn? I don't think anytime soon, man. I think staking is really for ADA right now. I was going to say something, but I can't say that yet. I got my own little birds. I've been telling you guys about my own little birds, but I'm working on something. But I can't give you any more info, or you'll know what I'm talking about. John Mad said, ADA versus ETH is like Microsoft versus Apple. One will succeed and one will be on the moon. Both IMO are good choices long term. Yeah, I thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You're the man, John. I appreciate that. But I think this idea of ETH being too big to fail is incorrect. I think that we're so early, and these are protocols, And it's not that I think one is all there can be. I do agree with this inoperability, but I think we're so early in the span of adoption that the only cryptocurrency right now that's too big to fail is Bitcoin. I really do believe that. Motherfucker said, "Pay, I can make him vanish for 1 million ADA." Thanks, man. C0 said, "Start carrying, mate. Protection of ourselves and our loved ones is our biggest responsibility." I agree with you completely, man. You know, I am pretty young, but I'm starting to realize that that is one of my responsibilities, to protect myself, and then not only and also as a man, you know, to protect my loved ones. So you're right, brother. I do have a gun. I have a couple guns, but I don't have a carry. So I'll look into that, man. I've been planning on moving to Florida, so I've been waiting to get my carry when I move there. So thank you for answering my question. Great work. Keep up the great work, bro. No problem, man. I try to get to as many questions as I can, so if I miss one, feel free to just, you know, send it again. For better water hydration, many advise a tiny pinch of sea salt that doesn't taste salty. Adding cream or coconut oil to coffee helps provide hydration as well. Interesting. So keep that in mind, man. Yeah, I'm always having trouble stay hydrated. I have to drink so much more than the average person, I feel like. Big Pay, hello. What is for you a cool financial wealth level? One that says you not have to worry anymore for the end of the month. It's a good question. Well, where I live in Ohio, are you planning to move to Cocoa Beach? Dude, that's right where I'm planning on moving, Brad. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. I live on OSU campus too. And you're planning to move to like the same place? That's crazy, man. We'll have to meet up there, man. That's fate, brother. So back to that other question. So for me, a cool financial wealth, because you guys have to admit that I'm young. I don't have anyone to take care of. I've had roommates. So for me, a cool financial wealth level where I don't have to worry about the end of the month anymore. And my goal was $30,000 or $40,000. And then my next goal after that was 60 or 70. And 60 or 70 is when I realized that I could finally eat good, healthy food, you know, grass-fed meat. I could also save and invest a bit of money. So really the cool financial wealth level for me, what I've always been trying to achieve, is just the ability to do what I want creatively, start what business I want to do, learn what I want, and then also be able to eat healthy food that's good for the soul, you know, that's not negative for my life and my brain. I have some really weird autoimmune issues. I think I'm much more sensitive to these things than most people, to whereas most people can eat shitty food, whereas when I eat shitty food, I'm not the same for days. You know, so just being at a level where I could actually give my body healthy food was my main and center goal. You know, just not having poverty or being poor have an impact on my health, you know, long term was where I am at a cool financial wealth level. If I'm there, then I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, glad to be here. 10 days till I get my first pay. Your first payday, man. Hell yeah. There's 290 people here. If you guys could, I'd really appreciate it if you click that like button. It does help me with the algorithm, helps grow these streams. Eventually I'll just have something come on the screen or something. But when I it's like a call to action. When I say to like the button, I watch it go up like 20%, 30% each time. I know it's annoying. It's annoying to me too, but I have to play the game. Me playing this stupid YouTube game is how I got you all to be here today, you know. Hello, Pay from Newtown, CT. Hello, man. Never been there before. I haven't been to a lot of places, so that's nothing new. I'm the opposite of Mr. Worldwide. Why not Orlando, Florida? Because I want to be by the beach, man. I want to be close to the beach. Nice. Hung the pictures and the platform for the plant. Yep. Worked hard, and all I ask in return is a like button for your eyes. And I invested in your ears. I always feel cool when I have this thing in front of me. I have to admit, I feel really cool. But it's I'm not using it yet. The piece just came in. I saw the delivery. I saw the delivery show up today. Like as this AMA, 5 minutes after the AMA, 3:05 p.m., the auxiliary input comes for the mic. I'm like, God damn it. 10 minutes earlier, I would have been looking cool, slick. And I invested in your ears. Leroy said, you share your wealth of knowledge quite generously. Hey, thanks, man. I don't think I have a wealth of knowledge, but I appreciate that. Crypto, Pay, why do you think that Charles occasionally mentions Ethereum Classic and why ETC is being kept alive? Some sort of top secret merger inoperability? I think you're thinking too deep in it, man. I think Charles just has a passion for Ethereum Classic, and he wants to give to that community. That's kind of where he came from in a way, And he's already done a lot. Steve said, what up, Pay? Come a long way, brother. Don't get greedy. Buy land. Make the land work for itself. Buy BTC. Use Cardano and build the future. I have come a long way, man. Just in 8 months. But thanks, man. I won't get greedy. Lewis says, do you believe in the future? Some countries will use Cardano as their currency, or at least most of the country will use it. I do. I used to be a little bit more pessimistic in the past, but I do. Food is one of the most important things in life. I agree, man. I agree. It's a fact. What investment point does staking become more profitable than mining? Kind of like, so I always heard this is a good question, Megas. I always heard, if you ask like BTC miners, a thing that many of them, probably not all of them, but many of them will say to you is, I wish I would have just bought the damn Bitcoin. Mining's fun. I used to do some mining, and it was fun to look at the miners, to optimize them, to hear them. It was a passion for me. But if I would have just spent that money on the damn crypto itself, I would have done better, so. And then let's transition this to staking. Well, staking, it's like you're mining with the token that you bought already, right? So when does it become more profitable? Not financial advice. When you purchase it, it's immediately more profitable because you're buying the coin. You're earning passive income from it, so to me, it's already more profitable. Secker said, I'm at 10K per year. And having not nearly as many worries about the end of the months. When I was at 120K, I was worrying. It's very interesting, man. I haven't heard a lot of people, but I've definitely heard a few people say a similar thing, and it's definitely piqued my interest. It's like the old more money, more problems. C0 said, other than Catalyst, do you know of any legit projects / incubators in discussion for boards? I'm already seeing several Cardano Launchpads projects opening up, and they look so dodge. No, I think Catalyst is the most important one because that's where the treasury funds are, So. Yo, Pay, can you share your thoughts on the Africa special? I heard something about digital identity via Cardano. The best thing I can do is quote Charles. There are a few countries that are on the very, very verge of signing a deal. I'm not sure if it has to do with identity or if it's just some supply chain stuff. I'm not going to talk on that because I don't have enough. Did you see the video about Charles saying F you to Twitter? Yeah, he got verified the next day. I did see that. I was happy to see that, man. Let's Change the World said, nah, we're here because you do to you. He was responding to me saying, you guys are here right now because of the algorithm. I have to play the algorithm for you guys to see me, right? I appreciate you saying that, you're you. That's why we're here. And I agree with that to a certain extent. I appreciate that. But the only way that you would see me is if I play the game, right? I play the Twitter algorithm. I play this, eventually Eventually, I think I'll get to a point where I don't have to anymore, and I can't wait for that day, but I don't think we're there yet. We're getting there. You know, we're 284 people here. You know, I didn't use a clickbaity title or anything, you know, so I do have to play the game, you know, but eventually I won't have to. But we're not there yet. Steve said, you're real. That's why. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that, man. You know, sometimes I think I'm real, right? But at the same time, I've thought about this, and I feel like being real or being genuine is something that requires upkeep. You know, you can't just be a real one forever, right? You have to, you know, do the things that let you be that, you know. So I hope I remain that way, and I'll try my damn best. Cardano by the end of 2021 will give you a big payday. A big payday. You guys, it's funny that so many people always say that. How many ADA did that mic cost? Probably like $3. It was expensive. It was expensive. You know, obviously it's a tax write-off, and it's from the business account, and I invested in your damn ears. But it was probably like 320 ADA, I would say, which is pretty expensive, at least to me. You guys always say, like, in different people always say this, the payday. Like, people in the Discord will say, it's payday! It's payday! It's big payday. Hell yeah, man. I love that. Lester said, hey, Pay, how can you report taxes from staking rewards? The dataless CSV sheet doesn't provide the date and dollar worth of rewards. I think Pool Tool is the best way to do that. You can type in your address on Pool Tool, and I think they're thinking about taxes very heavily. So I would try it on there. What pictures have you hung up? I should be able to do a zoom. You're up there, Anthony. You're on my wall. The boy. Oh, wrong way. You guys don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. It's the picture with Charles and you, Anthony, and then this other one. It's called. It's by my favorite artist, James R. Eads, and it's called A Higher Plane. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love it. What are the rewards for voting on Catalyst? So it's just a set amount of ADA, right? So let's say it's like 100,000 ADA, whatever it may be. That's divided among all of the voters, right? So I can't tell you exactly what you're going to get paid, but it's per rata based on the amount that you voted. So I can't tell you the exact amount. I apologize for that. Boz says, I'm loving the vids. I'm from the UK, Liverpool. I'm thinking about moving to Austin, Texas at some point. What is happening there in the crypto space? Quartzel's a genius. Austin, Texas is, I think, going to be the next tech capital of the world. You know, so because crypto is going to kind of be everything in the future, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a lot going on there in Austin, Texas, and I'm sure there already is. You know, so that's pretty cool. Quartzel is a genius, though, man. I agree. When do you think the Alonzo hard fork? Let me look at the calendar. I don't think it's going to come in April. I'm thinking May, or at the latest June. Could even be July, man. I'm fine with waiting. You know, I'd rather wait on something. I always used to do this with video games, you know. When video games would get delayed, I would be like, hell yeah. It got delayed. That's good. Because that means I'm paying the same amount of money for a better product, you know. So I'm cool with waiting a little bit longer. Rob G says, your pool's been good to me. Thank you, sir. Hey, thank you, man. You've been good to Bloom. I appreciate you. Celtic says, hi all, hi Pay. What's up, Celtics? Thanks for coming back, man. I'm going to have to skip some questions. I apologize. Steve Prince says, gotta go. Make more fun tickets. Hell yeah, man. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate it. Let's Change the World said 320 ADA. I feel a future meme coming up. About 350 ADA. No, I zoned out. Okay, so I didn't actually pay ADA for it, but I just did the conversion in my head. You know damn well I didn't pay ADA for this microphone. You guys think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? It'd be stupid to, you know, sell the ADA, pay the capital gains tax to get a microphone. You use the dollars for that. ADA pool stats is good for taxes on staking rewards. Yes, Phil is correct. Phil is correct. Can't wait for the Cardano 360 event. Finally, we will know when Alonzo is going to happen. I will go ahead and advertise it again that there's all these new people here. So firstly, click that damn like button. I'd appreciate it. It helps me out with the algorithm. Second, we're doing a watch party. It's been 2 months. Watch parties are pretty fun. I come, we conquer, we hype, and then we learn. That's a watch party. So what happens is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Thursday, be there, be square. We're gonna do a watch party. I start, I hype, we conquer, and I answer your questions for 30 minutes. And then following that, when the actual show starts, I get rid of my ugly face just like this. Ugly face gone. And then I answer your questions in chat. We talk about what we're excited about. You know, you're curious about this man who's been in a dark room for 6 months. When he's talking about calculus, I'm there to help you. What are you confused about? Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. I would appreciate it. I always have a lot of fun. It's been a couple months, so. Is your favorite artist on an NFT yet? He's not. Magus says, new viewer, thanks for answering my question on price point, trying to learn about crypto. The more videos I watch, the more I realize how much I don't know. So hard to know where to start. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It really is. I feel like I'm falling behind sometimes. You know. Finally, Mom got you some furniture for the plant. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. Even Charles thinks NFTs are nuts. Ronald said, ADA keeps going down. Should we worry? Not financial advice, man, but never invest more than you're willing to lose. You have to get to a point where you're not worried about the price. You know, you have to get to a point where when I see my portfolio dip 30%, I don't think a thing about it. I don't even know it dips. I don't watch the price because I am here for Cardano. I'm here for the mission. I'm here for my passion. And that's the only way that you can invest in something at 3 cents and watch it go to $1.40 and then dip 30% and not feel something in your tummy is because it's ride or die, ladies and gentlemen. It's ride or die. You know, so if you're worried about it going 20%, down 20%, either you don't know the passion, you don't know what you're here for, or you're overinvested, man. You might be overinvested. You know, I'm obviously, you know, overinvested, but I'm ride or die, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, why don't you just drink a Coke and be less white? I'm too white, brother. I have not touched Coca-Cola in years. That high fructose corn syrup will not ruin my day much longer. Any longer, not much longer. I messed it up. Justin said, don't call yourself ugly, positive vibes. I was just kidding. I was just making memes. You guys call me pretty all the time. I'm spilling more water on myself. It's good though. Yeah, be buying a game console with Bitcoin like Charles, now worth millions. Exactly. Do you watch digital asset news? I do not. I did reply to him on Twitter the other day. Are smart contracts written in Plutus? Yes. Plutus, Marlowe, which is still Plutus, and then Solidity. Mix says, don't worry, be happy. He's right, man. He's right. Russ says it's on sale. Potentially off topic. It's an AMA. It's Ask Me Anything. Everything's on topic, man. Potentially off topic, but what does Cardano currently support NFTs? Is it multi-asset tokens? If so, are there NFTs on Cardano? If not, why? You're pretty deep in the rabbit hole here, man. Currently, I'll just tell you guys what the native tokens are, right? I essentially can just create a native token and send it to other people and receive it. And I have private keys. I can make more tokens. I can burn the tokens. But essentially what you have to do to make it an NFT is somehow attach that token to some sort of digital art, right? So how do you do that? Do you include it in a metadata transaction? You can do that right now. Do you actually have it written in the token on the time of minting? Because you can't do that right now, right? So Chris, there's a lot of different ways that Ethereum developers actually mix the NFTs with the tokens. And yes and no, right? You can sell NFTs on Cardano, but are they the full functioning NFTs that we're going to have in the future? They're not. Because you have to tie the token to the artwork, right? So do you just include a link in the URL, right? It doesn't make much sense. So we'll see. Yeah, ADA went up from 0.30 cents. Yeah, man. Hey Peyton, hope you're good, man. It's easier to not worry about the price. I got an average at 9 cents, ride or die. Exactly, man. Exactly. And that doesn't mean like if you get a life-changing amount of money, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take a little bit of profits, at certain price points and be reasonable, but at the same time, you got to be ride or die. You can't be worried about that price. Stress is not good for your brain. And me waking up and opening CoinMarketCap and refreshing and, should I sell? Should I buy more? You should just have a plan, man. Have a plan and be ride or die with that plan. Not financial advice. Speculating. Yeah, I think Charles supports the idea of NFT in the same way. It's inflated. A lot of things are inflated. We're in like an everything bubble right now. Yo, Pay, how is the Lions mane going? I've been waiting on you to ask. So this is where we're at. He's poking out, looking pretty, looking cute. I love it. I love it. You see him? Moving out there a little bit. Let's see if I can get like a nice shot on it. I got this nice camera. We doing nice things. Ooh! God damn! Look at that lion's mane. Pretty cool. You just wait till next week. Next week, you're going to be like, wow. Because lion's mane and mushrooms, like oysters, mushrooms in general, when they're growing, they double like every day. They double every day. Do you like penguins? I like penguins, yeah. While your room is upgrading every week. I know, dude. I know. Soon I'll be in a spaceship. Do you like dark chocolate? I love dark chocolate. I'm not really much of a sweets guy, man, but I can kill some dark chocolate. Diamond hands. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Casual Monday for Big Pay. Hell yeah. It's Monday AMAs. It is my casual Monday. I look forward to him. I wake up on Sunday and go, tomorrow's Monday AMA day. Hell yeah. Big Pay's Kitchen is opening in Florida. Only thing on the menu is lion's mane. And some oysters, yo. I've been trying to train my dog to find truffles, too. I got this. I'll tell you guys this story. And you ask me some Cardano questions. I swear I'll get back to it. But I got... So Maestro Midnight, Mr. Midnight, the man, the myth, the legend, my beautiful, beautiful puppy. He's not a puppy anymore. He's like 3, but... I got him truffle oil because the only way you can find these truffles, which are like the best mushrooms you can eat, is if you have like a dog or a pig find them. So what I've been doing is putting truffle oil on a toy, and then I've been hiding it somewhere in the house. And I run down there and I scream, I'm like, "It's truffle time, motherfucker! It's truffle time!" And I start like just waving my arms and shit, and he starts freaking out. Immediately, his face turns, and then he starts just searching throughout the whole house. to find this toy that has truffle oil on it. So now when I take him hiking at like somewhere nice, like Hawking Hills is the best place in Ohio, or Yellow Springs, we're gonna be hiking, and he doesn't have to be on a leash. He's the best dog in the world. He'll walk right next to me. I'm just gonna do that out in the middle of the forest and be like, "It's truffle time, motherfucker!" And then he's just gonna be like, he's gonna give me that face, and then he's gonna start searching. And I'm gonna get me some truffles, man. I'm gonna get me some truffles. How are smart contracts transactions verified? By my Stakepool. Man. Justin said, also, I'm going to guess Big Pay's age, 21 to 23. A wise young man. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've never given out my age. I've always been insecure about it. It's because I'm so old. Can 100,000 ADA make you a millionaire? I mean, at $10, simple math. ADA, we're going to go to $10, then yeah, it would. Fin Club Vietnam said, hello, man. What the hell's up? I love truffles. I haven't had much experience with them. They're too damn expensive. I can't afford them. I've been to like a nice restaurant or two and gotten truffle fries, but that's the furthest I've been around down the truffle train, so to speak. $100,000 is beyond enough. It's a lot of ADA. Man. This dude is like 27 to 28. Bloomboyz. Hell yeah. How do you foresee Stakepool operating in the future? Will the optimal pledge change, do you think? Yes, I do. I think the future game of Stakepool operating is going to be completely different, and pledge is going to have the main role in choosing a Stakepool. I do believe that. And we actually thought it was going to be like that day one with Bloom, and that's why we pledged so much. And it's because specifically we wanted to provide the best returns for our delegates, so we pledged a lot, and then, pledge didn't have the impact that we thought. But I do suspect that to change in the future. And that's what I'm happy to say is because we prepared for the worst, we're going to be happy when things, not happy, but we're going to be prepared when things change, so. Who do you have planned to interview next in Cardano? I want to get the Africa guy, John O'Connor, the man, the myth, the legend. He doesn't really have much of an internet presence. My late mom and dad were from Ohio. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I have lots of relatives still looking there. Moving to Florida sounds like a good idea, but will Wyoming be crypto friendly as well? So I'm moving to Florida because I am a baby boy. I get sad in the wintertime. I need nice Florida sun, so that's the main reason I'm going to move there. Not really for the crypto reasons, Is Chain Games the best gaming blockchain? I haven't dove down the gaming blockchain. I should though, man. I was really, really into gaming in the past. Sure, ADA can hit 1,000, but will inflation will be through the roof. Gallon of gas would cost 1 ADA. That's the thing about Cardano. We've thought of this, right? What you can actually do is vote on lowering the fee, right? So, I read that question wrong. I get what you're saying now, but still, what I said still stands. It's pretty cool. Chris said, I recently had to apply for a new passport and online infrastructure was awful. When do you think we might get passports or other docs issued on Cardano or another platform? I guess 3 to 5 years. I'd love to see it, man, but that's just kind of how it do be. There's 247 likes and 249 people here. Can we get that above? Let's get more likes than personas. Okay. Dude, the government's infrastructure is awful. I like the EIDL loan. Last year I applied for the EIDL loan. It was supposed to be like 10 grand, blah, 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 blah. If your business was impacted, and mine was, right? So I applied for this EIDL loan, and then 6 months later, they announced that all of the data within the EIDL loan was leaked. So your social security number, your EIN number, all of the data you submitted, which is very important information, how much I've made, my impact, my social, all this stuff was all submitted with verification. And now all of that's leaked because the government has no incentive to do anything right. They don't have incentive to do a nice website. They don't have incentive to pay the nice IT guy. They don't have incentive to do anything right? So when you say 3 to 5 years, what's the government's incentive for them to do that correctly, right? What's the government's incentive for them to have a Tala prism to where I can actually verify that it's me without giving them my data? What's the incentive for the government to do that? There is none. There's no incentive, man. So pessimistic, but I don't think 3 to 5 years we're going to see that. I would love to see it though. I would love to use an identity account with private keys and sign that I am who I am without having to give the pizza man, the size of my dick. It's this world that we live in is ridiculous, and no one sees the value of our data until all of our data is out there, which it pretty much is for most people. Coley said, Bloom 5 is a shit. Much love for what you do, man. Hey, much love to you, Cole. Couldn't do this without you, brother. Miami is crazy right now. It is pretty crazy. Anthony said, moving to Florida because your boy is here. Exactly. It's just to see Anthony more. His cute face. Do you think Africa deal will happen soon? I do, but keep in mind this takes time, right? So even if it's accepted, if it's agreed upon, these things take years. If you want to buy 100,000 ADA, now is still time. It's $1.16. You'd have a blast at the end of 2021. That wasn't for me. That was Andre that said that. But you could be right, man. You could be right. Not financial advice. West Coast Florida has the best beaches. Check out the Siesta Key. I've never been there. I have been to Naples, though. How many burpees can you do? I don't do burpees. It's a good question. Hi, Big Pay. I learned that the Africa deal is almost here. Tell us about that. I'm trying to think of the numbers. 5 million users is what I've heard from the bird's mouth. That's at least what I've heard is 5 million users. But it will take years, as I just mentioned, probably 5 to 7 years on that, for that to be fully integrated, so any more details? There's a few countries, there's a few deals in the pipeline, but I know one is closer than the other, I need to touch up on that. Let me write that down real quick. Good question, man. I like it when you stump me, because I've been asked that like 3 times today, and I don't have the best info. Okay, so I've been delegated to Bloom. I've been getting the best rewards. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm happy to hear that. They're the best rewards yet. Damn. Happy to hear that, man. Maybe I should switch some to Bloom too. Win big, pay on Rogan. Never. Caleb said, do you work out? I do work out. Who are your greatest influences in life? Charles Hoskinson. I am a man of the internet. I really am. My biggest influences are mostly people on the internet, which is weird. It's weird to grow up that way. In a way, I feel as if I was raised by the internet, right? I was obviously raised greatly by my mom, and my grandma and my dad, right? But as far as like my values, the internet, isn't that weird? It's not that it's bad. It's not that it's just interesting, unique. My generation. Is there anything that I should be concerned about with what? Relative to Secker said, yes, owning ID and provable signature is good, but they will never allow your ID to be out of their control. The central power is at stake here. Yeah, exactly. There's no incentive. Do you do cardio or tone up? I do strength training. I do jiu-jitsu. And then I also do the sauna. The sauna actually has similar impact as running. And I can sit in the sauna for 30 minutes at about 175 or higher. And that gives me my cardio. It makes me lean. It gives me all the same benefits as cardio without having to push myself to do it, right? Justin said, we all grew up on computer screens and televisions, watching wide-eyed as life's live stream slips away. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but I mean, I was addicted to the internet when I was younger. I feel like I wasn't your average kid, man. I would spend 16 to 20 hours a day on the internet. It was a weird, I was a weird dude. I was a weird dude. Hearing this before my workout. Gotta hype you up then, man. Gotta hype you up. Matthew Sway said, homo. And if I was, would you click off? Says something about you, brother. Says something about you. Pay, did you have a job / college before this? Just interested. I was going to Ohio State for computer science and engineering. I got my associate's degree before I dropped out last year because I really saw like macroeconomically because of what happened with COVID, with school going online, I wasn't learning from school as I should be. You know, I can actually learn exponentially from school, more so than I can learn for myself, especially if you go to a good university. But it being online took that away from me. So I didn't see the value in school anymore. And I saw, you know, Cardano and the Stakepool stuff and also cryptocurrency and learning about this and being a part of this as an opportunity of a lifetime. And I had two choices. You know, I either drop out or I keep going to school and give Cardano more of my time that should be going to school, right? So I had one choice essentially. But yeah, I didn't have any past jobs. I have, but they were all like menial jobs. You know, I've to save up money to buy ADA. I've worked at a few different factories. You know, I've worked minimum wage jobs at, you know, food places, smoothie places, you know. Xander says, you didn't learn much about working on the internet. Sauna is nothing comparable to running, nothing law. Keep telling yourself that. Dude, there's literally papers written about your body in the sauna and how it literally does the same thing as running, you know. Are you an elitist? That's one thing. One thing I don't like is elitists. You don't know nothing about nothing because what I do is the best. Hate that shit, man. Hate that shit. You obviously didn't learn much. The truth is always in the middle, Xander. And the truth probably is running is better for you on a percentage basis, whereas the sauna does actually have interaction with your body and give you neurogenesis and do similar things like stop inflammation as running, but running's probably more beneficial. Wasn't trying to say that was bad. Internet is awesome. I didn't think it was bad. You're a weird dude, but a great dude. We love you. Thanks, man. What's your favorite cologne? I like Santal. Santal. It reminds me of New York. See, Big Pay's in his low 20s. Don't be ashamed. We are all of us brothers. We are all brothers, man. Internet feeds the giant appetite of curiosity. For sure, man. For sure. John Crypto says, is there anything that we need to know about voting with Catalyst? Any project ideas you particularly like? I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I'd like. Let me write that down. Ask me next Monday, brother. Sauna plus strength training is OP. It is OP as hell, man. Sauna and strength training mixed together changes me as a person. It changes the way I think. It changes my habits. It makes me just do, you know, what I should do. It's hard to explain. Justin said, do you play many video games? If so, which ones? I don't anymore. I don't. I used to play a lot of video games. I haven't lately. I've been too busy. I'm happy for you being on the Cardano ecosystem. You drag people into it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm happy you're here too. Have you heard about the knees over toes guy? I haven't. Monty said, do you have a side chick? Great question, Monty. Couldn't care less if you were Hermo. I like your content, and that's why I'm here. Yeah. I mean, I'm not, but if you cared about that, then it's pretty weird. Got something in the back of your head that's bothering you. Exercise is probably better than just the sauna. I really love cold exposure in the Wim Hof method. Yeah, I do strength training with the sauna. I like biking. I'm a baby boy about running. Did you nickname your Panay? I have not. Before the internet, I was always in the library reading books every day in an endless pursuit. I bet that was better than the internet in some ways. Ahoy, Peyton. Price question. Don't do price questions. Do you fast? I do fast. I do 16/8. I haven't done the extended. I need to though. I want to try it. Adam said, "Do you have your own sauna? I want one but can't." I do not. I don't own my own house. I rent. So. Justin said, college is for making connections, getting drunk, and hooking up. Going online kills all three. I didn't drink at all, dude. College for me was a learning. It was for going big brain. I was going big brain, man. Sometimes I worry about that. Maybe I should be getting drunk in my youth. Obviously I shouldn't, right? But sometimes it's like, am I working too much? Big Pay, why does everyone on Twitter want Ada to burn their coins? Because they want the price to go up. All they care about is money. And those people that only care about money, we don't care about them. We're happy you're here, and we hope you stay. We hope you see the passion that we all have. But it happens. People come for money. I came for money in 2017. It's not that I came for money. I was interested in crypto because of money, and then watched the whiteboard video. And as soon as I saw the whiteboard video, that was it. Sanders said, "Love you, bro," but that isn't. You can substitute for running the same way as internet is no replacement for traditional schooling. I was just messing with you, man. That's fair. Biking. What about Xander? Please. I thought you were being elitist. I'm sorry. I had a little rustle because the elitism I've been seeing on Twitter. Ethereum. There's no way something else can be good. No way. Sauna is great for building immunity. I wonder. Do you think if Rogan and I teamed up, we could beat up Joe Rogan? Probably not. That dude's just one big muscle. He's not wrong, man. You sort of dragged me in as well. Now I'm at 2K subs. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Love to hear that, man. It's cool. My wife and I love the wellness. Hate the chlorine, though. Else it would be better than running. The chlorine? From what? Hot tub? Hill climbs on the bike? Yeah, sauna is a cardiovascular workout, but it won't keep your muscles and joints as strong. Yeah. That's why I do strength training mixed. I'm sure running's great, man. Crypto says, best exercise is sex. It works the booty. Is that right? Yo, Big Pay, greats from Holland, like always. What's up, Ricardo? Thanks for coming back again, man. Holland. What did you study? Computer science and engineering. I have more likes than current viewers. We did it. Hell yeah. Yeah, college partying, it depends on the party, of course, right? But most of the parties that I went to, that's why I didn't drink. They were just all like, meh. Didn't really fit in. There's definitely some parties out there that I probably would have had fun at, What do you think about Hoj, a deflationary meme coin? It's a good meme, man. I keep hearing, is the red light sauna bogus? What about EMFs? Are EMFs bogus? You start going down this health train, but some things strike me as bogus. I've been looking at this one sauna, and it has red light sauna therapy, but guess what else it had? EMF protection. I'm like, am I going too far down the rabbit hole? Have I been Eddie Bravo'd? Am I getting too crazy about my health? Am I worried about EMFs? I'm not sure about that. Hey, Big Pay, what do you think about the ADA price after APR? What do you mean after APR? I'm pretty happy with the price. I mean, I was happy with the price of 10 cents. Got to be real with you. Big Pay, comp science engineering. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. That was my passion. That was my mantra before I went to bed. At what point did you start AMAs? In the beginning. In the beginning, man. In the beginning. They probably weren't very good. I did tutorial videos for a little bit, and then I started doing AMAs, and AMAs are probably my biggest thing that I like to do now. EMFs are not ideal. I understand they're not ideal, but you know, in this world, I mean, my phone has 5G now. It's like, am I going to set up like a Faraday box in my room? You know, I could, but I don't know, man. I feel like in a way I'm going too far down the rabbit hole if I do that. Who's your favorite philosopher? I haven't done as much research as I would like, man. I haven't. I can't answer that question. My new apartment will have a sauna. Hell yeah, man. My first house will have a sauna. For sure. Void Space. Yo, Big Pay, where my Lambo, bro? Dude, my $3,000 Honda Civic Si is out back. Who needs a Lambo? Who needs a Lambo? Guilty pleasure? Food? Food? Coffee? I have a few. We're going to kick it one day. No cap, brother. Fate will bring us together then, Justin. No cap. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here today, boys. It's been an hour and 16 minutes. Another great Monday AMA. I do these every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing a watch party this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. 1 p.m. We're going to have a hype session before we go into the watch party. Make sure you guys know what the hell is going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. We haven't not done one in 2 months, so make sure you guys are there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alonzo Hard Fork. We're going to get the date, so get hyped. Good things are happening. Good thing are happening. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. See you, Stefan. See you, Matthew. See you, Caleb. See you, Farah. Thank you for your time, Farah. I appreciate it. Matthew says, later, homo. Later. Later, brother. Thanks, Pay. Till next time. See you guys.